Jay here from Flipping Cars for Fun. On this episode, we have a 2005 Ford Freestyle. Today, I'm gonna show you how we made over $1,800 in cash in just 2 days. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the step-by-step process on how I got this car ready to sell. Now, this car is a dealer's dream, an easy flip, but stay tuned because there's a lot of jewels in this video. I'm gonna show you how I detailed the car, the full process. You don't wanna miss this video. Let's get into it. So we're here at Nissan. About to pick up this Ford Freestyle 2005, guys. We're going to pick it up right now. Got the Nissan dealer. Just got the keys. See if we can find this thing. I think that's it right there. All right, I think this is it. Let's see if she unlocks. There we go. Let's take a look at her. Super clean 2005 Ford Freestyle Limited. Got a good deal on this one, guys. Right, let's see if this thing starts. We got the leather in here. Super hot. Let's give her a start. She starts right up. We got our sunroof. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, sunroof works. Hopefully the AC works in here. Let's see, because it's extremely hot today. AC doesn't seem to be getting cold, but that's okay. We'll figure it out later. Let's get this thing out of here. We got a quarter tank of gas. We got 122,000 miles on the car. Not bad at all. Let's get out of here. Hopefully she drives as smooth as she looks. Now this pickup was about an hour from my house, so I didn't pay for shipping. I ran over here to the dealer and just picked it up. My wife dropped me off and picking up the car myself. Save money on shipping the car. Okay, so let's go on our first test drive. No AC, so the windows are open. It's kind of loud. We're jumping on the highway now. Hoping it's smooth. Hoping we don't get any shakes or rattles or rubbing noises or anything like that. Doing about 70, nice and smooth. Steering wheel feels good, no shaking. It feels really good, guys. Really, really good. I can't believe this is a 2005, only 122,000 miles. Crazy. I'm excited. Okay, so we just got the Ford home from the dealership. Great ride, guys. Now this car is unbelievable. To be honest with you guys, I never even heard of a Ford Freestyle. There was only 2 owners on the car, no accidents. Based off the Carfax, the first owner, of course, got it brand new. The second owner only got it with 40,000 miles on it. So that person really took care of this car, and then they traded it into Nissan, which is where I picked up the car. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this car. Now you can see the leather is mint. The door panels are nice. Let's check out the back seat. Now you can see this is mint. The only thing I noticed here is that there's a lot of dog hair, and that's about it. Let's look at the back. So this is a good family car. We got another row back here. So we not only have 1, we have 2, and we have 3 rows. Again, back there, very mint. And then guess what, guys? We also have a TV over here as well. Don't know if it works, but we'll check it out. All the paneling is nice. We also got WeatherTech rugs all around the car. WeatherTech rugs in the back. As you guys know, I'm always complaining how they always take all of the rugs out of the car. This time, we got some good ones. WeatherTech is really good. Center console in the middle. We got a nice trunk over here. These seats go down, I'm assuming. You pull them and they go forward and down. So you can either turn this to a big trunk or you can have the 3rd row. But this would be a great family car, like I said. Most likely it's gonna sell because of these. Let's look under the hood. She looks pretty clean, could use a detailing. Battery looks decent, okay? Looks like it's a 6-cylinder. I wanna say there's 3 here and 3 back there, but it looks rather clean. Now, one of the flaws I see with the car is that it looks like they just rubbed against something. I believe that's paint. It looks like they just kind of like scraped somebody's car or something like that, somebody's bumper. It looks like that could be taken right off with like some alcohol or something like that. You can see it's just paint stuck on there. That could probably be taken off. Tires are in good condition, all 4. Brakes look fairly good. We got some good disc on there. Now, one of the biggest things, besides the price, what made me purchase this car is there is no codes. Let's scan it and make sure. Got our scanner plugged in. Grab a key. Let's check it together. We're gonna go enter. Let's go in the engine. Let's read the codes, stored codes, and there are no codes, as you guys can see. exit. Let's see if all of our monitors are passed. I am readiness since this drive. Everything is okay, guys. So that's a good thing. No codes. We don't have to worry about any sensors. We're off to a great start. So if you ask me, this is pretty much a turnkey car. It looks like one of the only problems we have is no cold air. So we got to check our Freon, try to fill that up because it is summertime here in New York and people want and love AC. So we got to put air conditioning in here. But again, the car drives like a dream. No strut problems, no brake problems, no shaking of the wheel. We brought it up to 80, 90 on the highway and she feels good. Just unbelievable, guys. Let's get some AC in this car. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the Freon in this thing. Now, when you're doing Freon, you want to make sure you know which one goes into your car or truck. In this specific case, this car is calling for the R134A. You can find that out with a quick Google research, or you can look on the car somewhere and you can read it. The next thing you're going to need is a nozzle with a gauge. Now the next thing you want to find is where the Freon ports are. So this is one of them, but this is a high and you want to find the low. Now the low looks like it's somewhere down here. As you can see, it's not that one. It's all the way down here. Now I'm not sure why Ford will put the low down there. That's where you're going to put the Freon in, is on the low port, not the high one. Either way, you can't make a mistake because these hoses are built only to go on the low. If I try to put it on the high one, it won't fit on there because the high one is too big for this particular hose. So when you got your hose, you want to make sure that you get one with the gauge on it, and this is where you want to be. You don't want to go any further than the 40. You want to stay right in between there. You definitely don't want to go to the red, yellow, and if you're on the white, then you're low. So you want to make sure that you stick right in the middle where it says filled, but don't go above that because it's just bad for your system. So I'm going to go ahead down here. Not sure if you guys can see it, but it's all the way down there. It has a black top on it right there, that black top. So I'm going to take off my top. Here's my top. We're gonna screw it onto the nozzle. It's gonna pierce a hole into the can. Then we're gonna take this end right here, and you're gonna see this little hose right here. You're gonna push it over. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of our cans, the nozzle over here. We're gonna start the car, put the air on blast, and then we're gonna give it a few pumps. Now when we start the car, we're gonna put the AC on full blast and put the AC all the way high. Turn the AC on fully. Now you can see the AC is low. So you want to keep giving it a short burst until it gets to filled or full. Turn the can to the side every once in a while, shake it, pull it. We want to get to 40 at least. Okay. All right, guys. I wish you were here to feel it. Really cold. We're gonna have a happy customer over here because it's the summertime, it's June. People want AC. It feels really good. We are all set, guys. Let's go ahead and get this thing detailed. Okay guys, last day here. We're gonna go ahead and start detailing this car. A lot of people have been requesting me to show the type of stuff that I've been using to detail the car. So this is a great time to do it because this car doesn't have anything mechanically wrong with it. It's gonna be cool to show you guys like the process of detailing the car. And this one has a bunch of dog hair. I wanna show you guys a trick on how to get dog hair out of your car before you vacuum. Let's go over some of the tools that I'm gonna be using. So we're gonna be using the pressure washer. We're also gonna be using a steamer. What that's gonna do is loosen up all of the dirt and grime on the dashboard, stuff like that. You definitely need a vacuum. Now for the chemicals, I love to use this degreaser for everything, guys. Most detail guys use this. This is a #1 secret. Go to Walmart, you can get this for about $10 a bottle. It's called Super Clean. Now you're gonna put that into a bottle like this. You just use 30% and the rest could be water. Next, you can choose the car wash soap of your choice. I like to use this one, doesn't matter what it is. Next, this VRP from Chemical Guys is gold. Everybody knows about this. You could put this on anything. It's supposed to be for like, you know, rubbers and plastic and stuff like that. But I love to use this on the dashboard just to give it that shine, that pop. Next, you want to get yourself maybe a mitt. These are really good when you're washing off the car. Let's start off by getting the mats out of the car. We want to get all the dirt and grime out the car before we go ahead and clean the dashboard. You can see all of that dog hair right there in here. Bunch of dog hair over here. You got it on the back of the seat over here. And it has a pretty weird smell to it, like dog, obviously. Now, here's a trick a lot of people don't know. You can get yourself a squeegee. Now you can get one of these, any squeegee you want, but this one right here is from Walmart. It's like $2. Now, I'm gonna show you guys a trick. Now, when you wanna remove the dog hair, you can take the squeegee and you can start to pull it. And you'll see all of the dog hair come together. So before we start our vacuum, we want this dog hair to be together so when we vacuum, we can get all that out of there. And we don't want to start cleaning the interior because then all of this dog hair will stick to it while we're wiping it down. So we want to get all the dog hair, all the dust out of there before we start cleaning the seats and the dashboard and stuff like that. So look how all of this dog hair is coming together, and we're going to do that all over the car, guys. Now that we got our dog hair in one place, now we can go ahead and vacuum it. Man, that was crazy. Check it out, guys. I didn't get 100% of every strain of hair. As you can see, it looks way better. Definitely worked up a sweat, I can tell you that. If you wanted to take all of the dog hair out of here, you have to remove the whole interior and just, you know, pretty much vacuum it and vacuum it and vacuum it and do the process that I'm showing you right now. I don't think it's worth it with this car, but it looks great. It's just not worth me taking out the whole interior and doing everything over. It's not gonna be a $7,000 car. But if you choose to do that, nothing wrong with that at all. For me, I gotta move on to the next project. I wanna get this as clean and detailed as possible. Let's start working on the dash, the panels, and the seats. I'm gonna start hitting the interior with a degreaser. Next, let's hit the dash, steering wheel, get it soaked. Hit the door railings. Let's hit the seat. Let's hit the door panel, hit the dash, the seat. What the hot steam is gonna do is loosen up the dirt. Take your rag, bring it out, and just wipe down the panel. And the cool part is that like dog smell starts to go away because you got the degreaser, you loosen it up all the dirt. It just overall becomes a clean car, feels good, smells good. You can just tell the difference. Now, a very important part is the door jambs, because when people open up the door to look into the car and get inside, it's one of the first things they see besides the seats. Okay, now for our dash and paneling, we're gonna go ahead and grab some of this VRP. We're gonna put it on top of our rag. I like to put a lot. I like it to soak in there. We're gonna come over to our dash, slap that on there, start shining that dash. Now I do put a lot. I want the car to have that smell to it, and then I want the rag to be soaked because it's really gonna get into those grooves the more wet you have the rag. Okay, when it comes to your mats, this is pretty easy. So we're gonna hit it with the degreaser. That's gonna get off all that dirt and grime. After you do that, you wanna get yourself like one of these brushes you put on the drill. And then you just wanna hit the mats. Now before we start our outside car wash, we gotta work on this engine bay. Now with the engine bay, I don't go crazy. I just clean it up. A lot of people like to power wash it, but this is how you get in trouble with electric components. I don't want anything to do with that. So what I do is I scrub it down a little bit with a bucket of water and then I shine it up. Let me show you. I get myself an old rag, my bucket of water with soap. I get in there and just start cleaning, guys. Soap. Your rag's gonna get disgustingly dirty because the engine bay is dirty. So now that I gave it a legit wipe down, I take my degreaser and I just mist it on top in the same areas that I wiped down. Then I'll take my brush and like these little hard to get areas, like you see how there's grooves right here, I'll just take my brush and kind of rub it through there. Same thing over here, really hard to get in those little areas, rub it there, under this little part right here, those little hard to get little grooves. I'm gonna grab some of our VRP, I'm gonna put it on another rag, put it together. I'm gonna hit every plastic piece that needs to be hit, every rubber hose. Now look at that, guys, big difference, looks clean, slight shine to it, nothing crazy. You don't want to put too much of this stuff because, you know, I could make it really, really shiny, but a lot of people don't like that. When they open the hood and they see it's too shiny, sometimes they think you're just trying to hide something, and I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm just trying to give them a clean car, and that's it. Or this little paint mark that we have here, looks like the person, you know, scratched somebody's car. You can see the white paint on it. I think we're gonna go ahead and use some alcohol, so you wanna make sure you use this one, 70%. I'm gonna just pour some on a rag. You can use an old rag, nothing crazy. I did pour a lot, I was generous with it. Now I'm gonna take that area where I poured all the alcohol out, and I'm just gonna hit that paint. Now you can see it already starting to come off. Big difference. It's not perfect because I couldn't get everything off. It's barely noticeable. Check it out. From here, you can't see anything. If you come really close, you can see the paint it's hard to get off. I can't really get this one off. I've been hitting it for a little while, but way better than having all that paint coverage right here, and you can't even notice it from far. So we got our interior, we got our engine bay done. Let's go ahead, clean this car, and let's go over the numbers. All right, guys, the moment we all been waiting for. Now, this was a simple flip, guys, turnkey car. Very excited about this one. Now, all in with taxes and fees, this car came out to $1,595, guys. I only put $16 in gas, and then I bought a can of Freon refrigerant, what some people call it, for $10. And I also got the car inspected for $50, bringing us to a grand total of $1,672, guys. Now these things go online for anywhere between $2,800 to $3,500. I'm listing mine at $3,800. I'm willing to take $3,500, and I'm not taking any less. Now that's bringing us to a grand total profit of $1,822, guys. That's what I'm gonna get for the car when I sell it. If you guys do like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. I have a serious video coming up after this one, so make sure you stay tuned for our next video. You're not gonna regret it. We went through a lot. Talk to you guys soon. Jay here from Flipping Cars for Fun. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think.